All right, folks, we're live. Flying Fat Kid, I saw you popped in here saying good luck before. I appreciate it. We're probably going to need it today. A little bit of a break from videos and live streams. Had some stuff, regular life stuff I had to take care of, plus the Masters as well. Obviously, my favorite golf week of the year. One of my favorite weeks, if not my favorite week altogether throughout the year. So I was enjoying a little bit of time off watching that stuff. What's up, C-Drum? We are back with the first. I was actually waiting. It's super nice out today. It's like 65. So for around here, it's super nice. And I think what are we up to in the garage? 63.8. All that to say, I was, whacking clubs. I wanted to come out here earlier and play the SGT while it was fresh, but today is the first day they transferred over from the Winter League to the Summer League, so it took them a couple hours to get everything set up. But we're doing the first Summer League event, the SGT Tour, the RBC Heritage at Harbour Town, brought to you by the kind folks over there at graybarngolf.com. Hit up Gray Barn Golf for all your GSPro course builds and all of your simulator install needs. We got C-Drum himself, proprietor, CEO, head honcho, in the chat right now, along with Flying Fat Kid. Amateur? What, me knocking the clubs over or what? What'd you guys think about the Masters? I know I was talking to some of you guys. It's feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. The last time I think I was out here or I did anything was Wednesday, so like 5 days ago. I didn't hit any balls in between then. I recorded just a couple videos earlier. So I know I'm always complaining about being tired. Now we're borderline. My excuse today is going to be I'm rusty, and I haven't played. And that fade right there with the approach wedge is a good example of it. That was better. Oh, knocking the clubs over, yeah, I know. Hey, it is what it is, Flying Fat Kid. We can't all be professionals like you. B Drum is probably CEO, followed by J Drum, head of HR. Well, what the heck are you then? Are you just head merch guy between the t-shirts and hoodies, or what? So I sent this. I was talking about this a little in Discord. I did the first video I did was me kind of explaining, going over to this, but I have this printed out. Flying Fat Kid, I think I sent you this. The ball speed chart. Today was literally day number 1, and I did a little bit of a test. I am definitely, from what my feel is, like if I stand over here and I say I'm going to hit like a 5-foot putt or a 10-foot putt, I'm definitely my feel and I'm acclimated to 8 stimps. So I'm going to do my best to equate everything over to 8 until I start getting a feel for what the ball speeds are. And then from there, I was jealous how well Flying Fat Kid and D-Lud were able to putt at Georgia Golf Club, which I think I still have PTSD from. But that's the route I'm going for putting. And hopefully allows me, I don't know what the settings are going to be here, but hopefully allows me to not lose so many strokes around the greens, ideally. Great finish it was. You're a custodian. Ken knocked a square over last night. I tuned in for some of it. It was kind of a tough watch between the connection. So honestly, I was more so listening. But yeah, I did see he knocked it over, and I saw him like he threw his hat or something. But as far as the Masters, I didn't really care who won. I don't know. I guess if I had to pick the two, I probably would have picked Bryson. Honestly, I wanted to see Justin Rose win. That would have been cool. But cool for, I guess, golf, the history books, that Rory was able to complete the career Grand Slam. I was actually, C-Drum, I don't know if he's going to admit to it. He's my witness. I called that the 2-putt bogey on 18 in regulation. I had some other predictions. Oh, that was a misread. I had some other predictions that didn't exactly go my way. I wonder if this thing cracked. I cracked another ball earlier too. I need to order another case. It was good though. I had a fun time. I watched a lot of the coverage all week, and I watched every single shot yesterday for the final round. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I think that was probably the best Masters that I've seen since Tiger won it in 2019. Probably the best final pairing that I can remember between Bryson and Rory. I said Rory loses the playoffs, so cancels out. I know I should have gone with what my dog said. My dog, I asked him. He said Rory. I should have gone with him. But I did call in like the general chat and whatnot. I was calling that it would come down to one stroke. I honestly thought it was going to be Bryson and Rory the entire day. But I called that it would come down to either tied or within a stroke going into 18. I don't remember my other predictions. I was right on like half of them. So kind of is what it is. Rosie's stand-up guy, he played so well. Yeah, I would have liked to see him. I thought he was gonna possibly good tee shot, hit the green, and then make a long birdie putt. And I thought Rory was gonna two putt it for par, and Rosie would win by one. But yeah, he played. I mean, he was the leader for what, 3 days, or at least two days. First 2 days, and then he had a rough round 3, and then for him, he shot what, like 6 under or something. He was, I think, 5 under going into the round, and he ended up at 11. Pretty crazy. He had a couple pretty long putts. But it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Favorite golf week of the year. All right. I think the warmer weather and the fact that I haven't hit balls, like that's the pitching wedge going 131 in the air. Usually I play it to 130, 135. That was 136. I think the distance will be there. I don't know what the altitude is going to be in South Carolina. I think the distance will be there. I just don't know. I think probably chipping and putting is not going to be great, and there's probably going to be some pretty wayward shots for not hitting balls in 5 days, which seems like an eternity. Wow, that was mashed. That was an 8-iron, 165 carry. A little bit of a pull, but that was hit pretty solid. If I can do that throughout this, that's a long 8-iron, 172. That's a little bit more what I'm accustomed to, right around 155 carry or so. That should roll out to about just over 160. Some of those shots Rory hit yesterday, though, were insane. That one, it was on what, hole like 2 or 3. He came out with a double, which I think kind of calmed his nerves because that was like about as bad as it can get. And then he hit that one crazy shot with like a 9-iron over the trees and almost went in. And then he hit that other crazy one too, the big hook around the trees. He got super unlucky too. The first 3 tee shots? He missed his carry by like a yard and he caught the bunkers. Or like he did it 3 times. I don't know if it was the first 3 tee shots, but he got pretty unlucky to start there too, and he was able to battle back. Then a couple wonky reads here. I think this ball, it's not in that bad a shape, but it may be on its way out. Crazy good shots from Ryan. No, those were, I mean, those were hero shots that he got to work. Like, you got to think if he catches the trees on any of those and he puts one in the water, like, he's not winning that. Like, that was very, very much so risk and reward. One thing I didn't love, I know some people, Rory's kind of a love-or-hate type of guy. Seems like there's really no in between. But one thing I didn't love, which I can see why some people maybe aren't a huge fan of him, he said it twice. He said it when he was getting the green jacket, and then I watched part of the interview after, which I don't know why they don't do. They don't televise any of the stuff outside or the outside. I don't know if it was on the website or not, but like one of the first things he said, he was like, which I get why he said it, but he was like, I don't know what everyone's going to talk about next year, as if like the entire Masters and all the history and the entire tournament revolves around him completing the Grand Slam. I guess from his standpoint, obviously he feels like that's what everyone talks about, and that is a big storyline, but it seemed kind of self-centered to say, well, no, I won. What is everyone going to talk about next year? I don't know. He said it twice, which it's not that big of a deal, but I can see like stuff like that is probably a reason why some people don't like him quite as much. But personally, I'm a fan, and it's just very impressive at his somewhat shorter stature of how far he can hit the ball. It's crazy. The one hero shot, the one that he hit his 7-iron, he hit that hook around the trees over the water. That sound of that 7-iron, it was literally louder than my driver. That thing was absolutely hammered. And just like the sound and the contact that those guys make, they sound like gunshots going off. All right. Couple wedge shots, couple drivers, and then we're going to do it, see what happens. I think I got a fraction of a point last week for World Golf Rankings from SGT. I got like 0.83 points or something, which I don't even know how. I played pretty horrendous the entire time at Georgia. Yeah, you can't fist bump kids. I don't know. I mean, Black Cloud hates him. Uneven Par hates him. Like I said, it seems like he's kind of polarizing to where people either like are massive fans. I'm probably like the rare. Like I like him. I'm not like a huge fan of him, but like I'm probably pretty rare to where I'm kind of in between. Like I like him, but I don't love him. I don't hate him. Most people, it seems like it's either one or the other, and there's not a whole lot of in between. But I agree, and I get what Ken was saying yesterday too, to where like 90% of the players don't do that either. And like when Tiger, for example, is dialed in, you see him just walking. He's not slapping hands either. But the point was that we were commending and like complimenting Bryson on how admirable it was for him to make literally, like I said, like hundreds throughout the week of lifelong memories, especially with kids. Like imagine you're lucky enough to go to that tournament and then you have the lifelong memory saying like 10 years from now, oh, remember on like day 3 when Bryson slapped my hand? Like that kind of stuff is like, it takes a fraction of a second of their time just to put their hand out. But like that stuff is what you remember from a fan. So I get that like almost all the other golfers don't do as much as Bryson, but when you're comparing it to Bryson who's playing with them, it's a pretty big contrast to where Bryson's feeding off the crowd and like giving energy and taking energy and kind of stuff. And like Rory, they kept saying how he was trying to be in his own little world. I don't think that necessarily helped him. And it showed in terms of kind of the fan interaction and probably how much Bryson made people's days or years or lifelong memories type of stuff. What's up, Dylan? You say horrendous in SGT. It says 100th best. Yeah, I know, but what if that's the reason that Bryson lost? Slapping hands? I don't think so. I thought he was going to win because he was going to feed off the crowd, and I thought that he was going to like feed into the energy, and Rory wouldn't do it as much. So I thought that was going to kind of be the deciding factor. But Dylan, while you're in here, I found this online. I know you sent the picture, but I'm converting over. Today's literally day number 1. I'm acclimated to 8 stimps, so I'm going to judge everything based on this, but I'm going to start getting acclimated to the ball speeds. I was very jealous of how well you were able to manage your way around the greens. I know you're a highly ranked short game player in SGT, but all your lag putts and even short putts, I was just guessing, and I had zero confidence at Georgia Golf Club. Same thing with Flying Fat Kid when he was playing. He was doing really well with the lag putts, so I got to change stuff up. And you made good points. I was worried that possibly I would start getting too much in my head with the distances and the ball speeds and whatnot in terms of on-course play. But you made a good point to where most of us play 99% of our golf in the sim. So we got to kind of tailor what we're doing in terms of improvement and methods that we're using. We got to tailor it towards sim golf. And then if it translates over to real golf, so be it. And that's an added benefit. But you convinced me. All right, let's try to hit this 150. Hit a couple drivers. $55. Good enough. Couple drivers and then we're doing it. We'll see if we pick up some points. No way that's the reason someone loses, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. All those little things they factor in. I don't think that would probably be the sole reason why either of them won. I just thought that would be comparing Rory and Bryson, how they're both big power hitters, good short games. Like they're pretty comparable in a lot of stuff. The fact that same thing as like home and away games for other sports, that factors in a lot. I thought that the crowd interaction was going to play a bigger role yesterday, but Bryson kind of didn't have his best stuff, so it kind of was what it was between those two. $156. Nosedivey. I think we may see, if I get a little bit of a sweat going, we may see a couple up towards like 160, 161, 162. I just want to make sure I finish my swing. I do not want to see anything, especially driver, going to the right. There's going to be a couple that probably I don't finish my swing and they go to the right, but I'm fine. I'd rather see a duck hook than like a 17 spin access to the right. $157, $267. Let's do it on that. If I can do that on every single tee shot today, we're going to be in good shape. It's not going to happen, but that's what we're looking for. Got a fresh sleeve of balls. Hopefully these don't crack because these are literally, I think I've used them once. They're literally brand new. We got any score predictions or what? 10 stimp this week. RBC, keeping the fairway, even if you have iron off the tee. I've never played this course, so I'm seeing it for the first time. I mean, really, if I was trying to compete, I'm sure like guys like Joe Legowski, like JT Walsh is crazy good too. I don't know how thorough those guys get, but I would assume they probably play a practice round or two if you're really trying to compete and be towards the top of the leaderboard. I'm just kind of letting it rip. I'm going to stay aggressive. I got too much in my head. Sean, you were saying that. I was overthinking everything at Augusta with the heat maps and the slopes and all that stuff. So I'm just going to, I know you're saying fairways are a premium. I'm still going to hit driver. I'm just going to play my game and hopefully things go my way. If we got to scramble and battle out of some stuff, so be it. But I feel like I'm not good enough to have like different parts of my game to where like, all right, like I know like fairways are a premium, so I'm going to be hitting long irons. Like my long irons aren't that great. So like if I start deviating too far away from just like my normal game, I'm not good enough to be able to say, all right, this course requires like this for me this week type of thing. I think I just need to not think so much. Expectations are low and pressure's low. So I'm just going to slap it around and hopefully, did I just pick the right one? I think I picked SGT. I'm just going to slap it around, play my game, and see what happens. So what do we got? We got the white tees, 5-foot gimme circle, Friday pins. Ooh, soft greens and soft fairways. Okay. I like the soft greens. I don't love the soft fairways, but 10 feet of course elevation and 10 stimps, calm wind. Let's do it. So for the time being, until I get used to looking at those ball speed numbers every time, what I'm going to do is just equated over to the feet on 8 stimps. So like if I have like a 15-foot putt, that would be 6 miles an hour, and then I'll bring that 6 miles an hour, or the 10 feet rather, or no, 10 foot. I'll bring over the, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring it over to the 11 or the 10 stimps and go that way until I start getting accustomed to seeing, all right, I want to hit this like 5.4 miles an hour. Right now, this is being day one. I probably need to do it for a couple weeks to get used to it, but that's the game plan, at least for putting. Town Golf Links at Sea Pines. This looks pretty awesome. Kind of surprised I haven't played this yet. South Carolina, we got pine straw. Looks pretty narrow, out of bounds left. Can we go that way? We may catch these trees. I don't even know if we can go that far. We'll go here. If we end up left, so be it. Got to at least get off the tee. All right. Here goes nothing. $159, $272. That's a good start. That may be the new balls right there. Soft fairways. We'll take that. A little 159 fairway finder. Well, we're in the rough, but that's a good swing right there. We'll take that. Leaves us with 103 out of the rough, so 6%, another 6 yards. So we're up to 109, almost 110 with the slope. Soft greens, 3 mile an hour, going left to right. We'll go here and try to hit it just about 105, 107, choke down approach wedge. Toey, 105, go a little, go a little. All right, good looking bird. 7 feet, playing 8. I feel like my green, I played 5 rounds. I didn't even finish the pro last week. Haven't played 5 rounds at Georgia with how crazy those breaks are. I feel like I'm just all disoriented in terms of speed and reading breaks now in these somewhat more regular courses. We'll go about there. 8 feet. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Let's go. Let's go, boys. This is our week. Or at least our first hole. Little birdie dance caw-caw for Flying Fat Kid. Where are we at? 10th, I think that says. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. For whatever reason, I think it's my projector's not perfectly straight. I think the corner correction, my lower left-hand side is more blurry than like the right for whatever reason. So I can't even quite make out what that leaderboard said. And it looked like GSPro. It didn't even look like I had my right name in there, but 1 under through 1. Good start. Second hole, par 5. We'll go right there. Don't love that one little tree there, but hopefully we get over that. $59 watch, yeah, right. Great start so far. We'll give it back, don't worry, but yeah, we're going to try to keep this going. Uh-oh. 159.1. Give us a look. Give us a look. Give us a look. That was Toey. Oh, no. Well, I don't even hate that. It didn't go right, and that was good ball speed. Now we just need to get creative. I think through here maybe, or is it better to go? We still got a long way home. I don't love that out of bounds over there either. I think we got to go this way. Or we just take our medicine instead of trying to do a hero shot. I don't love these little trees. And if I pull that a little bit, it's right off this big one. I think we can go this way. We'll take our medicine through this bigger gap. Right through there. 50, pine straw. Just going to try to do a low run 8-iron back into the fairway. Waste of a stroke, but it's par 5, so. Obviously trying to get this through the gap. I'm going to shut down the face a little bit. Hopefully kind of do like a low hook and get this back into the fairway. Well, put a little too much on it. Oh, no, we blocked out again? Oh, no, we got to look. All right. Should have just hit it easier, but 133 out of the rough. Well, it was 0 altitude, I think. 10 feet. What do I want to hit here? $134, and then 6% is going to be like another 7, so we're up to like 141. It's either a really strong pitch wedge or a smoother 9. 9 seems like a better call. At least get it there. A little bit thin. 139 is too far left. Sit. All right, we're chipping from 8 yards. Do I chip this or do I putt this? For birdie. Probably only have to hit it about 5. I know a lot of you guys chip these, and I was 100% with you at Georgia Golf Club, but I think I'm just going to hit it 60 and just hit it 5 yards. We're on a little bit of a down slope. It's going to come out a fraction right. We'll go there. Whew! We'll take that. Good recovery for a par. I almost didn't hit that enough. I only hit that 3.8. I was trying to hit it 5. All right, 1 under through 2. Third hole, par 4. Slight dog leg. Left. I don't know why my name's not coming up on the leaderboard. It seems kind of wonky. Another 159 would be nice. Make it 3 in a row. Yeah, no soft greens. Oh, no. 161.1, 278 carry, but it faded. How's that? I knew the warmer weather and not taking swings, the speed would be there. We actually got a decent look. I hate seeing, even with only a 3 spin axis, that's a baby of a baby fade. 112 RPMs. Flying Fat Kid, I'm coming for you. I just hate seeing the ball go right when I'm accounting for a draw. 102. Out of the rough. So we're up to 108. Try to hit this about 103, 104, 105, something like that. This course seems a little bit more like my speed here as opposed to Georgia Golf Club. Building out my DIY sim soon. Parts starting to come in this week. Awesome, Brandon. Are you getting the square? Good shot. Thanks. I'll take that. 161.1, 278.9 raw carry, 280 in the game, 286 into the rough. I do not dislike that. I will tell you that. All right, approach wedge. A little bit toey again. Perfect distance, but a little bit toey. It's a little bit of a chunk toe. All right, 11 feet playing 10 on 10 stimps. So I need like a 3.5, 4 mile an hour. Which to me is going to feel now I'm getting myself all mixed up with these stupid charts. It's like 3.5, 4. So to me, it's going to feel like a 7-footer. I don't know if I did that right. Should. 7 feet should roll out to 10. It should be about right. Oh, no! Burn the edge. That was a dead straight putt, too. So 5.2. What was I looking for there? 4. Too much. Oh, well. Decent par. That was a good looking bird. This is tough, though, going over to these stupid mile an hour. I'm like throwing myself off. I probably should do that more in a practice and then just kind of play on SGT. But, all right, 1 under through 3. We're going to play this safe out here. I'm going to go 8 iron. That was a makeable putt, too, and I got all in my head with the stupid green speed. FFK ain't scared of no rocket. How'd I get so strong? Well, helps when you take a couple days off and it's actually 60 degrees in the garage as opposed to like 30 is a big thing, and not being bundled up in flannel. And new balls. I still got to order those, C-Drum. Yeah, square, beaver tail mat, Temu impact screen, pipes from Home Depot. Hey, it'll work. Doing GSPro. Hosel Legowski math there. Yeah, math is hard. Well, I'm trying to get a custom. I committed to the ball speed, and that one just messed me up. But I'd rather play good here and try to make some putts just as a feel. And then this is literally day number 1, so I can't just like go from like not looking at the ball speeds to like 100% looking at the ball speeds, especially when I'm trying to play well. I got to do those more on practice rounds, I think. But look, I hit the side of the hole. I think it burned the edge. Use kilometers. Rubber coated putter. All right, 8 iron. I hit it well. It didn't draw as much as I wanted to, though. Soft greens, though. 161 carry from the 8 iron. Long birdie putt. 40 feet. Down 1. I think it's got to be even more. We'll try that. I'd be very happy with an inner circle par here. That's not even... I got to go at least the edge of the circle, I think. This chart here doesn't matter because I still don't know what a 40-foot putt, 39 putt should feel like, so this just doesn't matter. Go. All right. Square didn't like that one. I don't think I hit that enough. Oh, no. Right in between the first one and the second one. I thought that was looking good for a second, breaking towards the hole. All right, we need this to go for par. 6 feet. I hit it too hard. This is what I was saying, the rustiness of not playing. I hit that too hard, hit it through the break. All right, back to even. We're still in a good spot. That was a makeable par putt, and that was a makeable birdie putt on the last one. Oh, well. 5th hole. So I want to go here. I should probably give me a better look over here. Do I like this? I want it to draw, but not too much. I'd rather be in the trees than the water. We'll go there. That's where, if I start dialing in the ball speed and I start saying, all right, I know what a 3-mile-an-hour putt should feel like, that's where it's going to help. Because I just like those, it's all feel. And I just blasted that a little bit too hard and it lipped out. That one, like D-Lud would have made that. Hey, what's up, Spike? Spike Blue Collar Sim Golf in the house. Stop thinking on putts, hit it. I know. Not a bad 8-iron for a bot. I told you I'm hitting them a little bit further just from the weather, but sound like Joe, toe strike center of the green. Square miss a lot of putts. Not really. I think it's honestly more so about my mat because I use this Country Club Elite hitting strip, and then I have all the corner, like the edge pieces of these gym tiles. I have them all together and taped together in the front to give it a level surface. I think that's what more throws it off than anything. But, I mean, the putter's not too bad. You just hit it again. I would say maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 around, if that. Sometimes you don't have any. The worst misread that I've been getting is when the square reads the tee instead of the ball, and it goes like 5 yards. That just ruins a round for you. Go for the cart path? Well, we'll see. We're going to try to draw this, keep that speed up, and see what happens. $158, $264, but it's not drawing enough. Dila, don't do the cart path. All right. We should have an angle. 222. Par 5. There's going to be some crazy low scores here. Like, wow, look at this green. I'm not even playing that great. This is a gettable course. There's going to be some really, really low numbers here. All right, we'll go there. 4 hybrid, I think. Like, I should be 2 strokes better right now. That bogey should have been a par, and that par should have been a birdie based on those putts. Way off the toe. That's not great. $39. Solid answer. Thanks, man. No problem. 3.5 and 5 mile an hour are very good to practice. When you had the putt misread, it was in front of the read box. I just looked. I have learned deep stage putts. They always read. If you're a drag racer, you understand. Already a little staging do. So I think it was definitely locked on, but I get what you're saying. I just need to be towards the back of the, like right there. I just always putt from right about there, and I kind of line it up with the ridges here. So that's probably some of it too. It just, if this thing gets wonky too, like I was saying with the mat, this thing bobbles right here. So if you don't give the square enough time to read it. All right, out of the rough, 39, 40, and then another 2 or 3. So like 42. It's going to come out right. Lay him here. Probably try to hit this like 38-ish. Or 46. That's not great. At least I got it there. All right, birdie putt. The speed chart, I'm putting it away. That's gotta wait until practice rounds. 12 feet, playing 11. I think I like that. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! There should have been two other one of those, or one other one in a par, but we'll take it. Back to red figures. 6-hole par 4. Can't be giving out 2 strokes to the field like that. Send me a slider so you can putt from the short grass. I appreciate it. I don't have anywhere to mount it, Spike, and I like my heavy-duty shank tank, so if you want to give one away, do like a raffle, or I could do it for you and just give it away to someone else. But personally, I want to get a lot of use out of it, so I don't want you just to send something that I'm not going to use. I appreciate the offer, though. Nice putt. Appreciate it, JD. Hey, what's up, East Co? Oh, that was off the toe. And I swiped on it. Kick left. Wow, that worked out. That was borderline OB, and we kind of have a window. All right. 105. We need to play out here. Give me 1 second. I hear like beeping outside. I don't know what that is. I'll be right back. All right. Power company. Trimming the trees along the power lines. I have a question. I have a full BLP set up at home with a GSPro. What do I need to get an SGT league? Do I have to have a camera? Assuming yes. No, you only need it for money matches. But yeah, D-Led just answered it. $80, and it's an extra 40 if you want to do the league. So 120 a year, and you can split it up. You don't have to do it at once. They prorate it, so you can do the $80, and then say like 6 months from now you want to start doing the leagues, and it's only $20. Requirement for leagues? No, they just do it for the money matches. Joining SGT today. Where should I start? You have to do Q school, and most likely the web. D-Led's the expert in here with SGT. I'm still. This is like my second week. Like last week was the first week, so I've only had it literally for like 7 days maybe. But yeah, you should start with probably the web tour. I can't play it because of my ball speed, and if I think you need to have like lower than like 140 something ball speed, and if you shoot like 2 under, then you just get disqualified. So I don't want to spend the time of playing 2 rounds and I actually play well and then have it not count. So I stick to web's the easiest, and then it goes SGT, and then pro, and then tips as far as the tours go. Glad we all have SGT questions. I'd also like to join today. Not the personal ones, just the main leagues. Personal leagues are another charge. Yeah, so like the tours, like I just said, the web tour, the auto putt tour, the SGT that I'm playing, the 2-man scramble, that's all included in the $80 a year. And then if you want to play like the custom leagues, like Flying Fat Kid League, or like Joe Legowski, or like Triple Bogey, that's an extra $40. So 120 all in. Why do I have my driver? What am I doing? All right, so I think we're aimed in a decent spot towards that bunker, as long as we don't catch these trees. 105. I think I'm going to try to hit a fade pitching wedge. Worst case, we're near that bunker. I don't need to put a ton on it. Pine straw, I think, is only 6%. Well, it didn't really fade. Oh well. Similar spot if we just hit the approach wedge anyways. 25 yards out of the rough. It's going to come out right. We're on an upslope, so we'll go here. 10% would be 2.5, so it's like a yard. 26. Probably want to hit this about 23. $25. Sit. Let's go. We will take inner circle pars all day long. 1 under through 6. 7th hole par 3, 170. With a lot of water in OB. Pins in the back. It's got to be an 8 iron and just try to hit it kind of hard. 7's going to be way too much club. Oh. Okay. Could have been worse. I hit that pretty hard. 163 raw carry from an 8 iron is that's pretty far for me. A little too much draw, but not the worst look here. Hitting 2. We're in the rough, 13 yards, up about a yard. So we're at 14, and we'll call it another yard or so from the rough. So 15, probably want to hit this about 10 to 12-ish. 133 will be just fine. Still counts to your handicap still. Thanks, fellas. Yeah, Eastco, you're gonna have to do the Q school for the web. I believe it's 2 rounds, and for SGT it's 4 rounds. So I did that. You can go back on my live streams. I actually played pretty well on Q School, but you got to do the Q School before you can play. And mount your big box on 2 heavy-duty draw sliders and get out to the putting area if you want to putt on the stance mat. I don't have to worry about ball speed in any of them. Yeah, I just don't think it's a really cool idea, and you seem to do it. But personally, for me, even if it worked flawlessly, to me, it's just an extra step of sliding it out every single time. I think I would get frustrated with it. This isn't bad, and I'm used to putting it off of here. Eventually, I'll get it just a new mat, and yeah, I'd rather have you just save it or send it to someone else personally. All right, it's going to come out to the right. We'll go there. 10 to 12. Pulled it a touch. I gave that right side slope a little too much respect, but decent look at par. Would have been nice if that stayed inside the inner circle. We didn't have to putt this, but it's not doing a ton. 5-footer. Right on the right edge. All right, good par save. 8th hole, par 4, 406. A lot of trees here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not... Oh, wow. So this is not really a driver hole. But I think I'm still going to hit it, honestly. I'm nowhere near the top of the leaderboard for these tours, so honestly, I would kind of prefer to play Webb and play a little bit better. I still wouldn't be towards the top of that leaderboard, but like I said, with the ball speed and everything else, it just doesn't make sense to me to spend like at least an hour around playing the 2 rounds, and if I happen to play well with the ball speed that I have, like I don't want to just hit like irons. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, may work. That was pretty far off the toe. That worked really good. That was not a great strike, but we worked that around. 133 up a yard out of the rough. That's going to be 134, and then the rough 13. So like 7. I think it's another 9. $121. That felt pretty good too. What the heck was that? I thought I grabbed my pitch wedge on accident. I choked down on it. I don't know about that. There's no way it choked down 9. That was decent contact too. There's no way that was right. These balls are brand new, so I shouldn't have cracked. That's strange. That's strange. I've heard some wonky things with this new square update, so mine, I didn't even update it. I don't know about that. I felt like I struck it pretty good too. It had almost no side spin. I don't know. Oh, the other ball speed already sets the qualifying trigger. It only disqualifies you if you reach 2 under for the round. If you shoot 1 under, then you can't hit driver and finish. Then you can hit driver and finish. That makes sense. I don't know. Even me, I'll have a tough time going forward of completing even like the SGT and the Pro every single week. So I don't need to tack on another 2 personally. But all right, 20 yards. Try to hit this about 15. Those guys doing the trees are yelling. $18. Caw. My distance control is terrible. I was trying to hit that 15, but that went in. Let's go. 2 under. Wow, 289 par 4. There's going to be guys on here that are hitting 3-wood into this. And I am not one of them. I need to hit driver really well to get it there. Good chip. Appreciate it, Caw. Thanks, boys. Of course, it's sea level too. Yeah, it is. Don't admit that. Great one. Nice GBG merch you got on. Make more of those, I bet. Well, I got to order. I got to get my order in. It sucks too. I mean, I'm playing decent. I'm happy with 2 under, but realistically, those 2 putts early on, I should be 4 under right now if everything else went exactly the same. Oh, that was way off the toe. Get through it. All right, I think we have a look. The ball speed's kind of there. That was so far off the toe. But again, I said I was fine with a duck hook, which that definitely was. I just don't want to see the ball go right. 55. I don't think I have to keep it. No colliders up here. I don't think I have to keep it low. Obviously, there's one there, but I think we can kind of go right at it. It's going to come out a little bit left. We're on a downslope. And we'll just leave it. 0.3 is nothing. Try to hit this, well, the rough. 10% would be 5. So I need like another 3. So 58. Those guys are going crazy out there. Probably try to hit this like 53-ish. $45. Go! Did we clip that? Why did we get 5 yards less? I know we were out of the rough, but what a bad swing on a relatively easy shot. Now we're on a downslope out of a bunker. 11 yards. It's going to come out left. That's fine. 25%. So we're up to like 13, 14 total. Oh, that one almost went in too. Wow, that was a not so great par on a pretty easy hole, but we'll take the pars. If the fairways are soft, does that mean the rough is soft also? That's a good question. I don't know. C-Drum maybe knows? That would make sense, right? Everything just lands softer, you would think. Or you just get, yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually it kind of dies anyways if you land it either into the rough or it rolls into the rough, so it kind of grabs the ball. I don't know. That's a good question. My answer to that is I'm trying to stay in the fairway. All right, water left. We'll even go here just to be safe. Two under, headed to the back nine. Oh, the club twisted when I hit it. That almost came out of my hand. .146 out of the rough. And we got trees there, so I can't even really aim right for the draw. I guess we'll leave it there. I can't really do draws and fades on command, so really this would call for like a fade 8-iron, but I can't really do that. So we're just going to hit a 9, strong 9, and hopefully it clears the trees and we get somewhere near the pin. Never missed the fairway. How'd you and Lumen not win the Scramble Tour? Did they not play? I guess it is worth noting if these guys mess up outside and they happen to cut the power line or something, the stream may end, which would suck. But the power may, if they mess up, the power may just go out. So way left. It's close to the distance, but I was afraid to aim right with those trees. All right, in the fairway, 12 yards. Hit this about 10. No, I hit it 12. That almost dunked it. Not very good there. I should be able to hit 10 yards like 7 out of 10 times. Now this thing is kind of snapping. 7 feet. I hate giving up the hole from this close. For par. Good par save. 2 under through 10. 11th hole par 4, 396. C. Diddy would be like 10 under right now. Last week he did terrible. C. Jerome can't make a putt to save his life is better analysis. Last week's course was hard. Pins were kind of effed up. Yeah, I mean, oh no, what was the? They didn't do scramble at Georgia, did they? Wasn't easy for show. This week we destroyed that course. Greens were tough, good putt. Appreciate it. All right. 396. Sit or go. Those massive, that just pisses me off beyond belief. I don't know why. It was ever since last week. I haven't hit anything like that. I went like 4 months in a row of like not hitting anything right. And like, I think I'm falling back, like I was explaining last time. I'm falling back, and I'm coming through with the face just wide open. It's so infuriating, especially when I aim right. I think we got to take our medicine. I mean, I could run something low through there. That's kind of a tight window, and there's another tree up there. Or we punch out to here, and that leaves us like a hundo in. It's probably the play. Yeah, got to do it. So what was this? We're out of the rough. 60. No colliders up there. And I thinned it, and we didn't even make it to the fairway. About to put this close, though. 107 out of the rough, up a yard. Choke down approach wedge. Try to hit this about 110. $111. Sit. Easy peasy. Easy peasy par. All right, 12th hole, par 4. We're 2 under. Where the heck are we going? Up to the right. Not really a driver hole again, but greens were tough. Good putt. Appreciate it. Swindler Forest or something. Those who are planning to join SGT, they added a new tour called Forward Tour. It's shorter and less ball speed than Web for beginners and juniors. And seniors, I guess. No call cost for par, I know, unfortunately. Bogeyman Bill's going to be happy about that. Draw. Draw. Uh-oh. All right, we kind of got a window. And these have colliders, so we got to go through here. I'll take the green side bunker, and I can't go high. So it's going to be a punch 8-iron, I think, like 100 yards. Or 129 with a pretty sizable draw. How the heck does that happen? Too much club. 31 out of the rough, and I can't see my ball. Try to hit this about 30. $29. Go a little. Soft greens. For par. 6 feet, 7 inches. Do I like that, or does it need to be a touch more? We'll go with it. Right in the center. Ooh, Bogeyman Bill, your badge thing got updated. That's the first yellow one I've seen. Bogeyman Bill, longtime member here. That's cool. You got like a gold yellowish badge now. Forward tour will be more fit the old guys game. Yeah, it's nice. They should do more stuff like that. They should do like age restricted. Like you would think, once they have the infrastructure, they'd be able to add more of that stuff. I was wondering if you're in here, Boogeyman Bill. All right, 13th hole, par 4. Again, not really a driver hole, but we're going to aim at that tree, and hopefully it draws. Draw a little bit more than that. Kick left. No. All right, we got to look. Got to hit this about 75. Got to make sure. Look at this bunker. That bunker is crazy. I do not want to be in that. Just finished up a bunch of pressure washing. Not sure I'll have game tonight. Yard work's tough. I was picking up some sticks earlier. Grass is getting to the point where it's going to need probably cutting in the next week or so. Gave it a little bit extra to make sure it got up there. For birdie. Wow, this is not really doing anything. 18 feet playing 16. I mean, I just got to hit a straight putt, I think. It works a little bit left at the start, but then it goes a little bit to the right, but those dots aren't really moving. Maybe one click right. 16 feet, come on. No! 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 Bad par. Bad par. Bad par. Bad putt. Way too much speed, but that was right in the heart of it. That sucks. 137, par 3. Down about 2. I'm going 9 to make sure it's over. Pitch and wedge if that water wasn't there. But soft greens, I want to make sure it's dry. Going 9. 5.5 dead straight. I'm gonna get there, D-Led. I'm gonna get there with the ball speed. That's where those are they kill me. Like I can scramble my way around most of these courses if it's not Augusta, and I can get up to the green, and I can, like, driver usually is halfway decent. Most of my irons and like wedges are halfway decent. It's my putting that I'm giving up a lot of these strokes, which is frustrating because I can like get up to the hole and then I like two putt something like that should have been a one putt. All right, safe shot. It's about a cup left. Maybe one more click. $16, almost $17, playing about $15. I think I hit that too hard again. Way too hard. That's probably too soft. Bad bogey. Bad bogey. Just makes me want to snap my putter. Just going to say putting's been on fire. Not so much. Get it back here. Stop sucking at putting. Yeah, tell me about it. Same putt. Can't wait to play these greens after last week. I know. New putter always helps. I love this putter too. I just haven't been putting it. Again, I have PTSD. My mind is still scrambled from I should have just not played at all at Georgia. Everything was short. To respect the intensity. Definitely the putter. Yeah, I mean, when in doubt, blame the launch monitor and the equipment. No, kick left. Or stay there. Okay. Just a dead straight ball, but I wanted to draw more. 259. We'll go 3-wood here. Topped it. 148 ball speed. How does that go that short? .148 ball speed, and I got 89 of raw carry. .132. I'm leaving so many strokes on the table right now. Pitch and wedge. It was a bit thin. That needs to go a little. All right, 6 yards. We only need about 3. We'll take the par. Still 1 under. 3 holes left. Those birdie dances have dried up, boys. No backspin plus low VLA. 2 degrees launch, brother. I know, I hear you. The fact that it was, I mean, it literally pulled up some of the tape right here. That's what I heard. I was just looking at the ball speed. I topped it. I was more so surprised how I could top it and it still got 148 ball speed. It's a bad shot any way you slice it. All right, what the heck is this tree doing here? I think we're going to go here. Try to draw it around that. Oh, low in the face. That's right into the trees. All right, we're in someone's backyard. Oh, this is OB, isn't it? Ah! This is a gettable course, too. Why not just do that the first time? Time is now. Not now anymore. We're hitting 4 with 96 left. I think I'm good for one more birdie, though. We'll see. All right, we're looking for just over 90. 92 would be ideal. $99 sit. Ball's just flying. It's flying today. All right, a chip in would be nice. Eight yards. Got to hit it about 5. We're on an upslope. Bad bogey. That wasn't even a bogey. That was a double. Yikes. From 1 under to 1 over, just like that. All right. We're about to throw a dart with an 8 iron. 162. Time is now, Flying Fat Kid. Right now. Left. Oh, started left, coming back right. Okay. Didn't feel like that, but caw. It was Healy. Definitely started left. Back to even. 18th hole, 412. Curious to see what you guys do here this week. This isn't that tough of a course. Like, this is pretty narrow with OB, but oh, low in the face. And it's headed right. Sit. Look at that. So the OB, it must be the cart path. Look how close we are to the OB. Honestly, that was a pretty horrendous strike. 153, but the fact that we stayed in bounds, that's a tough tee shot right there. 171 out of the rough. So we're looking at like another 9 up to about 180. Tiny little green. We're going here. Going 7. Now we go. Now we go, Flying Fat Kid. Oh, Toey. Go. Go. Birdie, let's go, my dog. Caw caw. Easy claps. Come on now, kid. Accidental fade. Show you how to play tee shots. This, I mean, I got lucky on some of them. I shouldn't have hit an hitting driver, but all right. 15 up 4 feet. So we're at 16, and then 25% is going to be another 3. So 19. And it's on an upslope, so it's going to launch a bit higher and land a bit softer. So right around 20. $23. All right. All right. A little bit of everything. 16 sucked with that OB ball. It actually wasn't even that bad besides that. And like I said, I feel like I left some strokes out there, but good start. Shot 34 on the front, 37 on the back for even. Search for names on trees. What time is it? 5 o'clock. All right, I think what I'm going to do is end this, and I may come back. It's nice and warm. I may come back around like 6 o'clock, so about an hour. I may come back and do round 2. Although, there's something wrong with my right shoulder still. And I always get into this territory of like, I haven't played in 5 days, so like I want to keep playing. But then if I play another 18 after this tomorrow, I'm going to be like, why did I keep going? But nicely done, mini boy. Thanks, Dad. Geocache in the trees. Nice ship. Thanks, Steven. Great round. Time for round 2. I got to feed my dog. But yeah, I think I'll schedule it, but I think I'll probably be back around 6, and I'll probably do round 2. I do like the fact that these regular weeks are only 2 rounds, so likely this week I'll probably do SGT, Pro, and the tips. I don't know if those other ones are here too. I'm assuming they are. But I think I got another 18 in me if I foam roll the back out a little bit. Get this right. Again, it's like right here. My right shoulder blade right behind it. It's like either like an upper rib is like out of place. But I can feel it starting to tighten up, and I feel like that's where some of the fades have been coming from because I think the pain comes in and I can't follow through as much, so I'm stopping my swing like here. That's where I feel it as opposed to really coming through. I think that's where some of those fades are coming in, but don't rush it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'm like 75% sure I'll be back in an hour, and we'll get round 2 underway. Hopefully play a little bit better. Like I said, it's nice and warm. I want to take advantage of the warm weather, and I haven't been playing much, so hopefully I feel like we could have been a couple under. I'd be happy with 2 or 3 under if we can do that on round 2. See you all later. Won't be live for a while. I recovered from surgery last Thursday. Went for colonoscopy, up for surgery for repair. Didn't wake me up. That doesn't sound good, Spike. Hopefully, sending you well wishes. Hopefully, you're back out there in the Frugal Fixer Sim Golf studio sooner than later, playing your one-man scrambles. Catch you on the next one. All right, guys. Shout out to the members. Appreciate the support. Decent round. We'll take even. Curious to see if D-Lud or Flying Fat Kid or anyone else plays this. Boogeyman Bill as well. What you guys end up putting up here for a score. There's probably going to be like 20, 30 under. Like, I feel like I could have easily been like 4 under. And the guys that are better than me, they're probably shooting like 12 under a round. So maybe not 30, but the winning score will probably be, maybe 20, 25 under. Maybe. I bet the leader will be. This is a more gettable course as opposed to last week, but I'm out of here. I'll likely schedule something for later and catch you guys on the flip side. Shout out to GrayBarnGolf.com.